Hey everyone, Ashley Mailloux here with the Daily Racing Form. The Coast to Coast Pick Fives back in action this Saturday, February 4th, with races from both Gulfstream Park and Santa Anita Park. We'll take a look at the sequence leg by leg and look at the ticket that I've constructed. Kicks off in South Florida in race number 10, which is the stakes weekend at both tracks. And this is the grade 3 Forward Gal at 7 furlongs on the main track. This is for 3-year-old fillies. I did spread in here with 3 runners. I think the 3 anatomically, as well as the number 7 undervalued asset. I'm going to take a lot of play on the tote board. Atomically is getting back to Gulfstream Park, where both of her career victories have come, and she ran very well locally in those Florida Sire Stakes in that series. And then the 7 undervalued asset. We're not really sure what we saw. We did see a very easy maiden score on debut, won by 8 lengths. That 72 Buyer Speed Figure at Aqueduct. Now going to make that first start locally at Gulfstream Park. But a long shot, the number 2, Twice as Sweet, 10-1 on the morning line, trained by Brendan Walsh. I'm very curious to see this one stretch out to 7 aces. It tried the 6 furlong distance in those last 3 and did win the Smart Halo at Laurel. More recently was 4th behind Dazzling Blue, who was a 3-length winner. So this one finished 4th, beaten by 3 lengths, just missed hitting the board in that field. And I think the stretch out in distance should suit her well. We'll go to Santa Anita Park for their 4th race, which is grade 3 megahertz at a mile on the turf. This is for fillies and mares 4 and up. I narrowed it down to 2 horses. I did toss the number 6 School Dance in this spot, and top pick being the number 4 Closing Remarks, who tried that stakes competition, graded stakes competition, those last several efforts, and finally does not have to face Queen Goddess. And hopefully we'll get the pace scenario, because the 1 Bay Storm has some early foot, as well as the 2 Hamwood Flyer. So I'm going to use Bay Storm as well. Curious to see this one stay at that mile distance, 2 starts in a row, and making that second start off a layoff. She's been very consistent in her career so far. Back to Florida for Gulfstream Park's 11th race. This is the grade 3 Sweetest Chant, mile and a 16th on the turf for 3-year-old fillies. Looking at this group, I spread once again. I do think, looking at the field, the 7 Cairo Consort is the class of the field. We talked about her not too long ago, looking at the Ginger Brew as a winner. I was able to get the job done by half a length, but she's been in graded stakes competition and fared very well at the grade 1 level. The 8 Heavenly Sunday, bit of an intriguing filly. She's undefeated in her career. Both races were on the turf, and she made it look pretty easy. Now, I do think she'll be coming from off the pace in here. Tyler Gaffleon set to ride. And then the number 2, Padma, trying the turf for the first time. Bill Mott, I think, spots his horses very well and must think that this Daughter of Tappett's going to handle the grass, and she ran very well behind Infinite Diamond last out in the cash run. Then the 12th race at Gulfstream Park, which is their feature, thinking about Florida Derby and maybe bigger picture Kentucky Derby. It's the grade 3 Holy Bull at a mile and a 16th. I used 2 runners in here. The number 4 Cyclone Mischief, who's the morning line favorite, 2 for 4 in his career so far. Most recently was a runaway winner in a very nice race at Gulfstream Park, as well as the 8 Rocket Can, who was second most recently at Churchill Downs, going to make that first start locally. Seems to be training well for Bill Mott. Junior Alvarado set to ride. And then to wrap things up, Santa Anita's 10th race, grade 3 Thunder Road at a mile for 4-year-olds and upward. The 8 Air Force Red, it looks to be kind of the speed on paper in here, and is certainly the type that can take these mile events gate to wire fashion, but maybe at a better price on the tote board. The number 7, There Goes Harvard. Only 3 of his 13 races have been on the grass. He's yet to finish worse than second, and I think he's going to get a great trip close to the pace. I wanted to use him 8-1 on the morning line for trainer Michael McCarthy and Johnny Velasquez set to ride. So there is my ticket, 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 by 2 for a $72 play. Don't forget, $1 is that base wager and that lovely 15% takeout. Good luck this Saturday.